and make new things.
We're never going to stop exploring the unknown discovery. The golden age of space exploration, the selection of the first astronauts to go to the moon in more than 50 years. There was a philosopher, great grasp of the future, named Carl Sagan, a scientist. We began as wanderers, and we are wanderers still, asked to set sail for the stars. We're going to reach out to the unreachable stars.
Tropical regions but also the coldest and driest. Yep, you heard right. In fact, Fahrenheit. This extremely cold region between the troposphere and the stratosphere is called the tropical.
In the tropics, it's very warm and moist down here at the surface. When you get up to the tropopause layer, it's very cold and dry.
So it turns out that
is an ideal place because it is the coldest and the driest part.
Several weeks. We are in Guam.
The warmest from the heating from the sun because it gets the most sunlight on average.
Because you evaporate water, liquid water becomes a vapor, so you have this very hot, moist air down here at the surface. So this is air that's got a lot of energy.
To pull other gases that come from the surface up with it. So this is the part of the world where most of the circulation getting up from the surface up into the upper part of the troposphere and into the stratosphere, this is where it occurs.
So here in altitudes, and so we have a very high elevated tropopause here in the tropics.
As you get convective processes going, the air rises. As you know, if you take air and you expand it, it cools really fast.
And it turns out that, in fact, the warmest places in the world are in the tropics, but about 55,000 feet above.
So what that does is, as it cools really fast, all that water vapor in the air goes. So you get cloud processes formed, it squeezes out the water. The air that comes out the top tends to be dry.
You still get some water making it up to the tropical tropopause. Into the stratosphere with a small amount of water that's left behind.
And this is the area that tends to be the controlling mechanism for how much water gets into the upper troposphere.
How much water there is, how much ozone destroying substances or trace gases there are. You need to go to the tropics and study the region around the troposphere and the tropics.
So this is the spot to be. Warmest, the convection is the strongest, and then the air that comes out the top gets the coldest.
And we've known that for low water vapor concentrations occurs.
Now, Guam is
a warm region at the surface and a cold region at the tropopause, and Guam's high altitude aircraft.